Today I've hit the streets to ask everyday Australians how they feel about the coronavirus situation and the restrictions and how it's all been handled. I feel like there's a bit of a hole in media at the moment and it's not really reflecting everyday Australians, so I want to know what real people think. Do you like Daniel Andrews?
Not really.
I find him arrogant. I find him not in touch with the people.
Not particularly.
No.
No, not really, no.
No.
No, I'm serious. He's actually really annoying.
Why not?
He's problematic.
I don't think I've forgiven him for the contract that wasn't worth the paper it was written on. $1 billion just went down the drain.
1 minute is okay, and then the next minute he wakes up on the wrong side and go bam, 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 and then it's like, chill.
He would seem to be a little underhanded.
He hasn't done a lot.
Have you ever felt like rules have contradicted themselves or not made sense?
Some, yes.
Locking down entire suburbs just because they might have like 1 or 2 cases. It's a bit extreme.
So imagine you wake up in the morning and it's time for you to go do what you usually do, and they say you can't.
I mean, initially we understood, everyone pulled back, but then when we saw, we saw players hugging at football, for example, and singing a song still in a group, and the different sort of protests. Suddenly, okay, it must be okay now.
If they were serious about locking us down and minimising the risks, they should have just done it straight away.
He needs to keep a certain level and stop picking and choosing where he wants to lock down and where he doesn't want to lock down, or who can go out or who can't go out. If you're going to say something, it has to be for the whole nation.
Do you think it's okay, like human rights wise, what they're doing?
Oh no, not at all.
It's horrible.
What was the rationale for those lockups? There's got to be some sort of, but you don't hear about the rationale. You just hear the lockup and you're left to your own devices as to why. Most
of the people living in that building have children. Imagine keeping kids locked in for that long, not getting any fresh air or anything. It's a bit extreme.
There's been 900,000 tests done in the last week or so, and only 25 people are in hospital, and we're all in lockdown. Like, how does that...
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Disproportionate comes to mind.
Do you feel like Daniel Andrews has been transparent and answered our questions and do you think he's explained himself well?
No, not at all.
I don't think so, no. I think they're being pretty evasive about it. For instance, the stuff up at the Ridge Hotel, something badly went astray there.
Do you think they should have used the Australian Defence Force for that instead?
I certainly do, yes. Discipline and people that know what they're doing.
Well, other states are. Why not take? And they're here. They're not fighting any wars. They're here. They're trained. They're ready to go.
Do you think that this could have been an opportunity for Daniel Andrews to maybe apologise to us for making a mistake?
No, I don't think he'll do that. I don't think he'll admit it because that means he was wrong, and he's too arrogant to admit that he's wrong.
Thousands of rural places have 0 cases and are 1,000 kilometres away from any cases. Do you feel like they should be able to operate as normal?
Absolutely. Why would they not be? It's ludicrous.
Why should the rural people suffer because, a small minority is not doing the right thing? They shouldn't have to suffer.
If we were able to replace Daniel Andrews, would you be in favour of that?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
What I've learned today from the small amount of everyday Australians that I've met is that we're feeling a little bit betrayed by the way that Daniel Andrews and his government has handled the coronavirus situation. It really is far from acceptable, and I really hope that things improve for me, my family, and all my fellow Victorians and Australians.